Peace and many bright blessings, guys. It's your Queen of Spades coming at you today. And today we're doing a reading on Beyonce, Jay-Z, and his alleged um, love child, Ramir, as well as his, I don't know her name, but a daughter has come forth too, saying that he's her father as well. So let's look at the energy with all of this going on today. Let's get right into it. One second, guys. Okay, I'm back. So the first question we're going to ask is, what is the energy behind, whoa, what is the energy behind Jay-Z not wanting to do this paternity test with Ramir? What is the energy behind Jay-Z avoiding this paternity test for over 14 or so years, I believe I heard someone say? What is the energy behind Jay-Z avoiding doing this paternity test, avoiding it like the plague? What's the energy behind it? Mm. Wow. Okay. Okay. The first card that pops up is the Ace of Swords. Okay. The next card that pops up is the Knight of Cups. Can't really read it, but it's the Knight of Cups. Okay. The next card is the Hanged Man, or the Hanged Woman, rather. Yeah, there we go. Much better. The Moon. There we go. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So, wow, a lot of things are coming up. Okay, so with the Ace of Swords popping up right now, and then the Knight of Cups following it, he knows that this love child, Ramir, is coming with, oh, and that was a motorcycle that just passed by, so that's confirmation that this is coming into fruition. His son, Ramir, is that Knight of Cups. He's coming with a stable, balanced, thinking. He's not really looking for anything from Jay-Z except really just the paternity results is what he's wanting to know, if, you know, his father, I mean, if Jay-Z is in fact his father. And this definitely makes Jay-Z very nervous. Yeah, he's coming in kind of stabilized a little bit with this Knight of Cups energy, but he is yeah, he's very charming. Um, he's he's very in touch with his emotions and intuition. He has a poetic nature, romantic gestures, and artistic expression, which I happen to see. I was looking him up and I saw that he does music and stuff too. So that makes a lot of sense. It's in his blood, it's in his DNA. That he would result to being creative of this sort, this nature, but it's in his bloodline, and yeah, he's very posed. This Even though it has been a very trying situation, I heard an interview he did. Um, he was saying lots of attempts have been made against him and different things of that nature, and he's just been, pretty much just going with the flow of things, just really um, just trying to get by in life. He works. He has kids of his own that he takes care of. Not sure if he's actually in a relationship or if he just has kids at this time. But yeah, he's coming with the sword of truth, and Jay-Z knows it. This makes him very, very nervous. This makes him, I keep hearing nervous, very nervous, very, very nervous, over and over again in my head. And yeah. Mm. Ramir is kind of like in this hanged woman position. He's just pursuing the case. He has no real hardcore emotions about this. He just wants to know if Jay-Z is his father or not. He's not looking for any gain. Um, Jay-Z is coming in with moon energy. He's unclear as to why. Like, he's like, not why, because he knows. Like, he knows he the father. That boy looks too much like him. Um, he's coming in with moon energy, like, why is this happening all of a sudden? Like, this couldn't come at a worse time. And I keep hearing timing of things. He's like, why is this coming forth now? Well, sir, if you would have handled your business earlier on, then it wouldn't be coming at a bad time. So nobody feels bad for you. This can come at any time as long as you're out there having kids and like you need to handle your business. Um, this is very interesting. The next card that came up was the Four of Pentacles, and let me see. Yeah. So in Jay-Z's non-clear thinking, he's like really like not at his tip top at this moment in time. He's wondering, why is all of this coming down the pipeline now? Well, because you didn't handle it when it first came down the pipeline. So the moon card came up, and then the Four of Pentacles, which signifies that while he's hinting at this boy coming at him for a money grab, it's really because he's like broke down financially, and that's just the word on the streets, but that's the word in these energy reads too. That's the word in these cards. Yeah, he is not the most stabilized financially. um he's not the most stabilized, and but see, this has nothing to do, well, it has a little to do with Ramir, because he's spending all this money trying to fight this case instead of just going with the flow and getting the DNA test done. He's fighting it left and right. There's skeletons in the closet, I keep hearing. And there's lots of reasons, a whole slew of reasons as to why he doesn't want to get this done. And so he's kind of, in a sense, like in hiding where this situation is concerned. He's not allowing, um, you know, um, the the DNA results to come out. He doesn't want to take the DNA test because it will reveal lots more other things about him that he counted on never getting out. Um, yeah. So, mm, yeah. So the Six of Pentacles popped up. Says it signifies generosity, giving and receiving, the sharing of resources. Basically, it involves a balance of power and the dynamics of giving and receiving, both materially and otherwise. And so he's being forced by the universe because it's just very interesting that the Four of Pentacles came up before the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is someone who's struggling, like trying to get a grip and a handle on the stability of their financial resources. His finances are dwindling down, and he's being forced by the universe in this dynamic, whereas he had more power, he had more money flow, he had more um, uh, um, footing in the situation because of who he is and the type of money that he has. He was taking advantage of that. He was using it to his advantage. And thank you, Spirit, for the cards. He was using it to his advantage, and he was taking full advantage of the situation, and in a not so fair, unjust type of way. And so now all of this stuff is coming crashing down on him as a result. And it's really all his fault because it really didn't have to be this way at all. But of course, there's other things he's trying to keep from coming out. Like he was just accused not too long ago by a woman who's in her 30s, um, of being molested by him and Diddy when she was like 13. And he's fighting this case tooth and nail. Well, if you're sleeping around with 15, 14, 13-year-old girls and you're having babies with them, then why wouldn't you molest a 13-year-old? Now this sparks a whole nother slew of questions of intentions and his character. This will bring him down. This will really bring him down. So, okay. In terms of Beyonce, what are Beyonce's thoughts and feelings towards Ramir? Mm. Not sure if this meant to come out. If it's meant to come out, bring it back out again. Oh, okay. Mm. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? As far as Beyonce's thoughts and feelings towards this case concerning Ramir, Jay-Z's alleged son. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Now, the first card that popped up is the Queen of Swords. The second card that popped up is the Temperance. The third card that popped up is the High Priestess. The next card that popped up is the Queen of Pentacles. And then the Ten of Wands. Then the Emperor. Then the Six of Swords. Then the Seven of Cups. Okay? So the Seven of Cups is actually the card that popped out the first time before I even finished the question fully. And then it came out again. Yeah. So she is in a little bit of distress. She's coming in as the Queen of Swords energy. She's trying to stand 10 toes down on the control of and the balance of their pentacles, their finances, because she's coming in as the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles as well. The High Priestess pops up. She is intuitively tapping in, and she's seeing that this is not a good dynamic at all. This is not a good situation for her nor Jay-Z, but especially not for Jay-Z. And if it's not a good situation for Jay-Z, it's definitely not a good situation for her either. This situation will draw so much attention. It already has, but it will continuously draw attention unto both of them, and in a not so good type of way. Yeah, she was hoping that her standing beside him in solidarity, Jay-Z, she was hoping that by doing this, them standing together, that this situation would kind of go away. Yeah, and it's coming forth that she was also doing like magic in this situation to kind of ward this situation off, and that's why it has been going on for so long. Yeah, she was doing spell work to kind of keep this situation at bay, to try to keep any and all of his children, really, that may come out in the future at bay, so that it only looks like they're the perfect family with their 3 kids. So selfishness, she wants to be the one and only mother of his kids. With them building an empire, she doesn't want anyone to come through and destroy that or get a piece of that. And so this burdens her. And this Queen of Pentacles actually kind of looks like her a little bit. There we go. Kind of looks like her a little bit. With the hair and everything, to be honest. Yeah, she's coming in as the Queen of Swords because she's trying to protect her pentacles, their pentacles that they've earned together, but especially hers, because she's thinking about the kids, their empire, their future. She is very burdened. 10 of Wands. She's very burdened by this emperor and what all is going on with him and all of these children coming forth. It's too much for her. It's definitely weighing heavy on her. She's trying to still keep this situation at bay, but when you use your magic and your powers for things that are not meant to be used for, it's not meant to be used for, like keeping it from coming out that your husband fathered other children. Like that's unnecessary work. It's really crazy. You're hurting the children. And why would you want to do that? Would you want someone to do that to your children? Like, that's insane. So she was hoping that she could keep this situation underway and that she could eventually move towards calmer waters and wish fulfillment with, the emperor by her side. But they're not moving towards calmer waters. The waters are getting more and more rockier as we speak. And they're definitely not heading towards wish fulfillment. It's all an illusion and a trick of the mind at this point. They're being forced to face up. They're being forced to face their BS, to be honest. This should have never gone on as long as it did. So that's crazy. Only to protect someone's name and reputation and keep them, like I said, there's other skeletons in the closet as well. If this comes out to be true, and then there's other situations like he was accused with Foxy Brown of, sleeping with her when she was underage. If this comes out that this was true, then this basically proves that he was a older man. Though in his 20s, he was still older, over age, targeting young girls to basically sleep with and impregnate and then chuck his responsibilities as a father. So this does not look good for him. And by Beyonce standing by his side in this, instead of encouraging him to do the right thing, this doesn't look good for her either. So, let's see. Spirit, what can you tell me about this case that's being pursued? What can you tell me about this case? Can you show me how the case's outcome will end up? Can you show me what the case's outcome between Jay-Z and Ramir? And Ramir is not just going after his paternity test. He's trying to prove that illegal workings were at play, with someone, shooting up his car, someone placing a weapon in his car, trying to sabotage his future, trying to get him in jail, trying to get him killed to keep these paternity results from coming out. So he's coming up against him for all of these things. The lien on his godmom's house, all of this stuff. Okay. Okay. Are there any other messages, Spirit? What is the outcome of this case? Please show me. What is the outcome of this case? What is the outcome of this case that is being pursued by Ramir? Whoa. Okay, any more? Spirit? Wow. Okay. Any others, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit, for the cards thus far. Any other messages? Wow. Mm. Wow. Oh. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Wow. Okay. So the first card that popped out again was the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles. That's Beyonce and Jay-Z's energy at this moment in time. Um, yeah, they want to, they're trying, okay, so the Eight of Wands popped up as well, okay, as well as the Temperance, okay, Nine of Swords came up as well. Then there's the King of Wands. Then there's the Knight of Swords. Then there's the Two of Wands. Then there's the Two of Pentacles. Then there's the Star and the King of Swords. Then there's the Chariot, the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Ten of Pentacles in the end. So let me break this down. So they were trying to manifest a certain type of outcome, but it's not, the wheel is not turning in their favor. Um, they're trying to run towards gaining balance and control over this entire situation like they initially had beforehand, with the Eight of Wands and the Temperance card. But instead, they're just kind of up in their head. They're lost in the sauce. They can't seem to come about an outcome or make a move that will help them in this situation, because they've abused their power thus far, all these years, all these decades. They've abused their power over and over again, and now they're to a point where their magic, their the moves that they're making to try to intimidate, all of that is about to come into fruition. Their moves as far as trying to eliminate people just because they don't play by their rules and things of that nature, it's all coming to the forefront. No longer can they hide, behind a mask anymore. It's all coming out. It's all coming out. Ramirez coming in as this King of Wands, with the Knight of Swords energy. Um, Urgent action, assertive communication, and a focus on intellectual pursuits. That's Ramirez energy coming in. Um, the next card that pops up is the Two of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, he's in his bag. He's planning. He's pursuing this case in a very diligent and strategic manner. Um, yeah, and he doesn't really need Jay-Z. He's getting his coins no matter what. He's in a position of power and stability. Uh, um, yeah, he's in the power and the stability, which is where they were initially, but now the tables have turned, and now he's got the power, he's got the juice, and he's coming in as, or he's elevating into this King of Swords energy. By the time this case ensues, he is and will be the star of this show. Yeah. He's heading straight towards, with the Chariot and the Ace of Cups, new beginnings and emotional stability, as well as endeavors, creative endeavors. Um, could be a new romance partner as well. You know, fresh romance. But it's new beginnings and emotional fulfillment. The potential for love and spiritual growth. Uh-huh. He is definitely manifesting this in. I don't know if he does magic or not, but he is definitely a natural magician. I mean, look at his dad. So it makes sense. And yeah, he's manifesting a very wealthy outcome, and it's not even gonna be like like Jay-Z was wondering like if he was like trying to sue him for past child support. He's not even worried about that, but he may possibly be granted that. Um, or just from this attention that he's getting on this case and everything like that, he may end up getting, running into future business partners that want to back him in his music endeavors and things of that nature. So that's a possibility. And yeah, he's moving forward into a really great, stabilized situation for sure. He's moving forward into some wondrous things. Um, yeah. Wow. I'm happy for him that he's getting this justice because he deserves it. We all do. When it comes to matters of right and wrong. And it just doesn't make any sense that he has avoided doing this. Well, it does make sense because, like I said, there's hella skeletons in his closet that he's afraid of coming to the forefront. So it makes a lot of sense. Um, but yeah, this is crazy. Um, but you're not going to win in the end. All of this will come out, and you'll be forced to suffer the consequences of keeping it hidden and doing illegal acts like coming at him to have people try to murder him and planning weapons on him and all this other stuff, taking out liens on people's houses, calling, intimidating, and threatening. You're going to answer for all those things. You didn't think you would escape, did you? It's because you know a little something about magic or whatever the case whatever you're into. It ain't more higher and more powerful than God, I tell you that. And if you don't do your work in God energy, then more than likely it is of the opposite type of energy, and you only go so far with that. Let's see. What is the outcome for Jay-Z and Beyonce where this case is concerned, but overall, in general, in life? What is the outcome for Jay-Z and Beyonce? Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't know why I said it that way. Beyonce. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Any other? Any others? Thank you, Spirit. Any others? What is Beyonce and Jay-Z's outcome overall in this situation? What is Jay-Z and Beyonce's outcome in this situation? Wow. Mm. Wow. I saw that. Where did it go? Mm. Mm. Okay. Any others, Spirit? Thank you for those. Any others? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, the first card that popped up is the King of Swords. Yeah, King of Swords. Then the Four of Wands. Then the Hanged Woman. The Four of Pentacles. The Tower. The Four of Swords. The Five of Cups. The Eight of Swords. So, as this case comes to a close, Ramir will come in as the King of Swords at the end, walking into his 1111. He will literally have wish fulfillment in every sense of the word. He will have all that he's desired, because this has been an unnecessarily hard case and people have tried to hide the truth. He will come into all that is justly due unto him and some. He's going to be handsomely rewarded at the end of this, while Jay-Z and Beyonce are in Hanged Woman position. with the Four of Pentacles and the Tower. Okay, they're going to lose out on money flow. They're going to continuously have issues financially. Their likability and their, what is the word? Like how people view them, their likability, the fame, their fan base, all of that's going downhill. It's already started, but it's gonna really go downhill. And you'll see that more and more in the upcoming weeks, months, year. Yeah, they're heading straight into the Tower, which is calamity and chaos. And this is karmic. This is what is due. It's what is owed unto them. Next card that came up is the Four of Swords. Yeah, they'll be in a state of rest, recuperation, and a need for deep reflection. With the Five of Cups coming out, basically they will see all that is not working out for them. They'll be so busy with looking at what's going downhill, like their money flow and their fan base and the opinion of others and how people will be viewing them moving forward into the near future. They'll be so busy looking at that and seeing that to the point where they won't be even noticing like the good things to be grateful and thankful of in their lives, because so much is about to happen with them. You think you've seen stuff already? You haven't seen anything yet. Lots is coming to the both of them. It is karmically and justly due unto them, which is why the Eight of Swords popped up as the last card. They have basically self-sabotaged themselves, and yeah, the ropes that they used to get rid of others or move others out of the way so that they could be first in line, the ropes that they used to bind up the world and bind up other people so that they could stay on top in this in this industry, is the same ropes that will now bind them up on in all areas of their life, financially, mentally, spiritually. All of these things is coming to them, and they're about to get their just due. They're about to answer for everything that they've been doing all this time. While rising up in the industry, all the unfair moves that they've been making, they're about to answer for it all. Even if it doesn't all come out in the media or in the public, they will have to answer to God for it for certain. So yeah, that's not a good position you want to be in at all. That is not the position you want to be in with God. So, Spirit, last question. Please tell me about the girl that is alleging to be Jay-Z's daughter also. Is she, in fact, another one of Jay-Z's kids? Because she kind of looks a little like Ramir to me. Just a female version. So, Spirit, yeah, is the new girl that has come forward, the new young lady that's claiming that Jay-Z is her dad. Any other messages, Spirit? Thank you for the cards thus far. Any others? Whoa. Oh. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Ooh. So, first card that popped up is the Hanged Woman. Oops, sorry. Okay. The Hanged Woman. What is this? The Queen of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Star. The Two of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. The Moon. The Strength. The Seven of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. This is not going to end well for them. This is furthermore going to solidify that he was just kind of loosely sleeping around with young women, producing all these kids, because she's like around the same age as Ramir from the picture that I saw. Yeah, this is not going to go well for them at all. Yeah. She's kind of been hanging in the balance all this time. She's seen the attention that Ramir was getting with the case, and him trying to get this paternity test, and she probably was feeling like it's probably going to be a fat chance in hell that I will get any closer in trying to find out if this person is my father figure as well, DNA wise. But as he progresses in this case and he's starting to have more wins, and it seems like the red tape is being cut for him, and doors are opening for him to get closer and closer to resolving this DNA matter as well as the other matters that he's going to court for. She's seeing like, I think I have an opening now. So now she's coming forth trying to also see if Jay-Z is in fact her father figure as well. Yeah, she's coming in as the Queen of Wands, which represents a person with strong leadership qualities, confidence, independence, embodying the element of fire. So she's probably a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. She's self-aware. She's charismatic. Um, she's inspiring to those around her. And then she's coming in right with the Ace of Wands, which represents new beginnings in creative energy. Yeah, spark of inspiration, new opportunity, a fresh start in a endeavor, creative endeavor. Yeah, she is on her way to becoming the star as well in her life. She's probably into music and creative projects as well. I would not be surprised. Um, she's actually not coming in with an energy of trying to like rattle anyone or, rock the boat, as we would say. Yeah, she's trying to have a balanced relationship and partnership harmoniously. She so because the Two of Cups came up next to the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel like that's Beyonce's energy. Feel like she's coming in like, I'm not trying to rock the boat. I just want to find out if this man is my dad so that I can move on. Boom, bam, done. Um, Beyonce is not able to think clearly. She's bombarded and burdened by all of these different things coming out at one time. Um, she's trying to show strength, which is why the Seven of Wands also popped up. But if this girl is in fact another one of Jay-Z's kids, the will not turn in their favor. And she will get justice. And on the bottom of the deck is the Princess of Pentacles. And yeah, she's going to get some coinage out of this situation as well. And so with all of this money flow coming out of their pockets towards these different situations, they're losing out. They're losing out big time. I think I heard Jaguar Wright say that there's many more. Like he has like 7 or 8 outside children total, and he paid one off some years ago. I actually heard that story or came across that story. He paid one off and has her living in a house that he pays the bills on. Had her to sign a NDA, I believe it was saying, and so she can't disclose or talk about to anybody that he is actually her father. But he knows that she is based off of the DNA testing she did on the ancestry, and this is the route that the new young lady that is claiming to be his daughter also, or trying to see if she is his daughter also. She went through Ancestry.com too, and yeah, ooh, yeah, it's not going to end well for them. She should have, Beyonce, stood more by Jay-Z, by his side in having him to be more of like a stabilized figure for real, not for play. But, convincing him and encouraging him to move with strength and emotional stability and handling this situation, and then all of this stuff wouldn't be popping up and it wouldn't be so bad for them right at this moment in time. But instead, they're in a very low vibrational state. The devil popped out, as well as the Ten of Wands, which symbolizes they are in a very burdensome state, and they're trying to handle this situation not with the best, most clearest of thinking, because they wouldn't be moving like they are, but they are moving the way that they are, and as a result, things are not going to end well for them. Unfortunately, more and more things are going to come out about them, and they're going to be forced to answer for things that they thought were buried decades ago, that is not buried and is being looked back into and uncovered. And yeah, this is their karma. They brought all of this on themselves, which is why the Eight of Swords initially came out, self-sabotage. Yeah. Yeah, this is karma. This is karma. Everything that's happening to them right now and that will be happening to them in the near future is all karmic. Yeah. Yeah. So, whew, guys, leave your comments and questions down below. What you thought about this reading, and I look forward to reading the comments and in the comment section, and basically getting back with you guys as soon as possible. Curious to see what you guys are thinking about this case. Are you for Ramir winning, or do you think that this should be buried since he's an older guy now and it was never found out when he was younger if he is Jay-Z's son or not? What do you guys think? I'm interested to know. Definitely comment down below. And thank you for joining me in this reading, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the very next video. Peace and blessed be.